I'm sat here with our very, very good friend, Rosemary. Ashe, hello, Rosie. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thanks, Nick.
Yes, well, we spoke a year ago, roughly,
Is
didn't
it
we?
a year?
Yes.
Gosh.
Because it was very summery, I seem to remember. And what do you want to talk to us today? You're involved in a reprise role, aren't you?
I am
For the
currently...
third time.
Well, I'm currently playing Felicia Gabriel in an actor-musician production of The Witches of Eastwick at the Watermill, Newbury, directed by Craig Greville-Horwood. I played the role originally in the West End in 2000 for the duration of the run, and then I was asked, I think it was a year and a half later, I can't remember the exact date, at very short notice to go and do it in Australia because the poor woman playing my part was sick. So that was amazing, so I opened the show there. So when I was asked to do this, I had mixed feelings about it. I thought, well, I played the role and it was a great success and I enjoyed it. Do I want to do it again? Wasn't sure. Then I went and met Craig Greville-Horwood, who is just so delightful, and he persuaded me to do it. And the other attraction is that I play the piano in the band. I play the second keyboard. I've never done an actor-musician show before, and I am so pleased I'm doing it. I'm having an absolute brilliant time. The cast are so talented. People play so many different instruments, can sing, can dance, can act, and it's been a tremendous success.
Are you playing these instruments as a character, or are you... I memean, it's always interesting with actor-musician productions. Are these instruments sort of on stage as part of your role? Do you go over to the piano and start singing as if you're accompanying yourself? Is it part of the story, or is it...
What happens is in this production with the set, we are in two troughs either side of the stage. Normally, I gather actor-musician productions, the musicians, when you're playing in the band, you sit in single file behind each other, sort of alongside either side of the stage. Because of the specifications of the set, which is quite complicated, we are in these like troughs with sort of picket fences. When you're in the trough, when you're in the trough,
just shot himself.
When you're in the trough playing your instrument, you are nothing to do with what's on stage. Obviously you can't take a keyboard on stage, so I'm never involved with the keyboard on stage.
So
but when you're playing an instrument on stage, you're the people, they're in character.
Oh, okay. So do you play? I mean, Evil's your big song. Are you accompanying yourself?
No, I'm too busy producing things out of my mouth and being sick and stuff. So no.
Could be quite interesting.
Well, as I say, you can't move that's the thing, you can't move a keyboard around. And also we're very fortunate because all the other instrumentalists have to learn their parts off by heart, so they don't have the music. So that means we rehearsed every day from 10 till 6. It meant that actually they all had to stay behind in the evening to learn their parts. I mean, one person is playing the flute, the clarinet, the saxophone, the oboe, the guitar.
All at the same time.
Almost. She swaps pretty... so it's a big ask of people.
That's ask, listeners.
Yeah, ask.
It's interesting, it shows the strength of the piece, because it started off huge, and then it got sort of medium size, and now it's, I guess, quite an intimate setting.
Well, everybody seems to prefer it. Actually, people from Cameron McIntosh's office came on the first night and said they thought it was better than the West End. It does. If you think about it, really, it's quite an intimate piece. I mean, most of the time it's Darryl Van Horn and three girls, and often just the two of them on stage. And I think, when we did it at Drury Lane, the theatre was too big for it. It was better at the Prince of Wales when we moved there. But this is darker. It's been tinkered. The script's been tinkered with, and various things have been cut and added. And it's much more like the film, I think, in a way, in that it gets nasty. I mean, everybody turns quite nasty really towards the end.
It's a bit evil, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And has your lovely friend Dana Rowe come over to see it?
No, he's not sure if he can, but John Dempsey, the writer, is coming on September the 7th. He's very excited about it. I've been in constant touch with them both. I've stayed friends with them anyway, and so he's very excited about it.
And Craig Greville-Horwood is taking this on again, isn't he? He's doing a UK tour of Fiddler on the Roof with actor musicians.
Yeah, he really enjoys this sort of work, and in the middle of our rehearsals, he dashed off to do a couple of cruises, of strictly sort of come dancing type cruises. He had 3 days off one week and 3 days off another, which sort of enables him to afford to do things like at the Watermill Newbury, because being a small venue, they can't pay an awful lot of money, but he loves doing it, and he's not going to stop.
We should probably explain who he is for some of our listeners who might not know.
Well, most people know Craig Greville-Horwood because he's a judge on a famous television show about ballroom dancing called Strictly Come Dancing. or Strictly, is it? No, I think.
So
And he's
Strictly Come Dancing.
Strictly Come Dancing, and he started on that, I don't know how many years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. But prior to that, he's from Australia. He'd worked in shows, he'd worked his way up. He'd been a what we call a hoofer, dancer and singer, and I think he'd been in shows here, Miss Saigon, stuff like that. And he gradually moved on to choreographing. And in fact, he was supposed to choreograph at Riches of Eastwick originally, but I don't quite what happened. Apparently it's in his book, which I've been given as a first night present. I haven't had time to read yet, sorry.
It's up to date, though, at least.
But the story goes that he was choreographing a show called The Beautiful and the Damned, and he was asked to go and audition for Strictly to be one of the judges, and he said, I can't, I'm in the middle of technical rehearsals, I can't go. But they sent a car for him. He went and watched a couple of tapes of people, celebrities and people dancing. They said, what can you say about this, can you sum it up in 3 words? And he went, dull, 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 and got the job.
So he's sort of the Simon Cowell of that dance
But
show.
of course, that's his persona, and he's not like that at all. He's absolutely delightful. The rehearsal process for this show has been fantastic. He creates a wonderful atmosphere. First 3 days we spent learning music for Act 1, and then he has to just work from scratch, because he has to work out who goes where with which instrument, who's playing which part for the small parts. But he's an absolute joy to work with. I cannot stress that. He's lovely.
I sat next to him at the press night for Kiss Me Kate at the Old Vic, and you can tell he's very musical because he was conducting along.
Well, didn't he win that conducting programme on television as well? I think he
might
did.
have done.
I think he did. But he's very musical. He's got a cracking voice.
So do you
as
think,
well.
do you think the fact he knows conducting has helped him do actor-musician productions?
I think that came later, but the actor-musician, having done the actor-musician shows, probably helped him with the conducting. I don't know what that programme's called, but I gather he won it. I didn't see it. But, he's highly musical. He really knows his stuff, but he's just very easy. And he'll say, darling, do this. I don't know why, but just do it.
And it will work.
And it works, yeah. He blocked the whole thing, and then he, as his assistant David Holston said, he sprinkles his magic on it. He comes up with these innovative ideas. He's come up with some brilliant ideas, and it's quite very sexy, this production. So I think the Good Burgers of Berkshire have had their eyebrows raised a bit, but they're loving it. We're packed out. It's great.
And it's interesting how performers and personalities are sort of entering directing now. With your friend Maria Friedman, she's had a very, very successful run of Merrily We Roll Along, which rumours of Broadway
really
are sort of floating
Oh,
around.
it's wonderful. I saw it. She did a brilliant job.
And so you might go into directing yourself?
Don't think so. No. Who knows? Never say never. I mean, I've never been asked. I mean, I do do master classes and work with singers, and I enjoy working with actors when they have to, teaching actors to sing and stuff like that. So who knows?
That's what Sondheim's good at. He says, I can direct for 15 minutes a song or something, but I can't have the whole vision. That's the hardest thing.
I when I went to see Merrily, I knew a lot of the cast, and they said that Maria was very upfront about it, and she said that it was her first job. She was very nervous, and she talked to the choreographer a lot. And when it came to lighting, she sort of had a very experienced lighting designer who helped a lot. So it was her first job, but I mean, the basic thing was she cast it brilliantly, which is all right, 90% of the work, but she got those performances out of people.
It's a brilliant piece as well.
It's a brilliant piece, but but it's. I just thought it was one of the best productions I've seen of it. I thought she did really, really well, and the fact that she's been on both sides. It's like Chris Luscombe that I work with, who's a wonderful director, because he's been an actor as well. He understands what it's like to be on stage. I think that really helps.
So what's next in your pipeline? Pardon the phrase.
Next, well, I finished this September the 14th, and then from the 19th to the 21st, I am performing at Salisbury Playhouse Studio, Call Me Merman, my one-woman show about Ethel Merman, which is nice, in the studio. Then I've got another performance, I think, the following week in Leamington Spa, and then the following week in Chester. And then I'm having a bit of a break, and then I'm going to do pantomime in Newcastle at the Theatre Royal, playing the Queen in Jack and the Beanstalk. I didn't know there was a Queen in Jack and the Beanstalk. I have to say, I've done it before, and I played the Fairy Daffodil. I did with John Barrowman years ago, which was a hoot. So I haven't seen the script yet, so I don't know whether the Queen is married to the giant or something. All will be revealed.
I mean, it's set in England, so I presume there's a Queen of England at the time.
I don't know. But it's a very good panto to do, because it's the Newcastle Theatre Royal. They have a regular comic and a regular dame, So there's no names, but those people are names to the audiences in Newcastle. It's an 8-week run, and it absolutely packs out. And apparently the production values are very high. Directed by Michael Harrison, who's produced The Bodyguard, and he's doing lots of stuff. And it's his flagship show, so that should be fun.
Great. So people go and see Rosie Ashe in The Witches of Eastwick if you missed it the first time, or the second time, or the third time. And thank you very much, Rosie.
Thank you. Lovely to see you again.